In this box, I have a very special unboxing from Chanel. If you want to see what's in here, obviously, stay tuned. Hi YouTube, Autumn Beckman here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My channel is all about luxury, living on a budget, from high-end luxury handbags and small goods to the everyday luxuries of life. If that sounds interesting to you, please make sure you subscribe, click the bell notification icon to be notified when I post new videos, and be sure to like the videos that you enjoy. And one of the perks of subscribing to my channel is you get to see my community posts on your YouTube homepage, where I post deals, discount codes, sales, and rare finds related to these beautiful things we love. In this box, it's a very special item from Chanel. We're gonna open it up, we're gonna see about it, see if it works for me, because I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see this. I've never seen it in person. The color or the style, it's a very special color, by the way. I think it might work, but I'm also kind of meh about it. We're gonna talk about that. Let's get into it first. I did pick up this item pre-love because, well, first of all, that's what I do, but second, you know, it's Chanel, so it's hard to get anything in the store. Here's the little item. Here's the item in the dust bag. It's from the Real, and we will reveal this thing. Let me get it closer to you. Is the Chanel flap card holder in an iridescent turquoise. You can see it's kind of turquoise and purple, and it's apparently the extra large size, at least based on the YouTube videos and things I've seen about it. That is what this is called. This is a lot bulkier than I thought it was going to be. I feel like maybe there's something inside of it though. Very soft, it's lambskin. You can see it has the front flap with the little silver CCs. On the back it has the Mona Lisa pocket, and it's a shiny ruthenium, it appears to be. Let me open this up. Oh yes, it is stuffed. That's why it's so bulky. You think, why would they do this? The dust bag is inside. Okay, this is much better without the dust bag in it. I'll give you another spin, see how much thinner it is. It's not so bulky now. This is more what I was thinking. I am seeing, can you see it right about there? There's a little popped stitch. I don't remember if I knew about that or not. And looking it over, looking for corner wear, that's what these pieces tend to get the most. Really don't see any. It looks good. Inside it has the Chanel name. There are two big compartments, and there's a front card slot there. On the inside of that center divider, it has a stamp, and it says Made in Spain. This did not come with the serial card, which I don't think I even thought about when I bought it. I'm okay with it. It's clearly authentic. Let's talk for a second about why I got this and why I'm both excited about it and meh about it. I bought this one, the Chanel card holder in the boy style, a few years ago. Got it from Fashion File, paid maybe $150 or so over retail for it because I wanted this exact one. Whoops. And I couldn't find it in the store. This is a little bit smaller. I'll show you a comparison in a second, but this has one open compartment and the card slot, no pocket on the back. Since I bought this, it has been my most used wallet. I have found that it's been pretty much perfect. It holds about 2 cards comfortably in that front slot, so I put my debit card and my ID there. And then any other store cards or receipts or anything else I need to carry around, some cash, goes in that big compartment and fits very comfortably. And I have loved it so much that I've wanted to get it in some other colors. You guys have heard me talk about that before on my wish list videos. If you remember, when Yota Style came to visit me in March for spring break, we went to the Galleria. At the Galleria here in Houston, I picked up a gold card holder. It was one of these regular side ones. It was not the boy style, it was the classic flap style. And I mentioned in that video that I ended up returning that gold piece. I saw it in the store and I thought, I love metallics, I love gold, this is perfect for me. I've been looking for one for a long time that's a lighter color, so I'm gonna get it. And it turned out I just really wasn't that in love with it. I sort of picked it up because I felt I liked it, but I felt sort of obligated for the reasons I just mentioned. It's too expensive to keep for those reasons, so I sent it back. And then here recently, this popped up on the Real. I don't know what this particular style retails for, but let me see what I paid. I paid $700 for it. I know the smaller ones go for $550 now. That's what I had paid for the gold one. So this one had to be a little more expensive since it's larger. And I'm not sure if they even make this style anymore. I think maybe they do. I don't know. I'm not that up to date on Chanel. But then I also thought, well, it's turquoise, which is my color. By the way, let's compare it to this turquoise bag. It is not the same turquoise because this bag is metallic, not iridescent, whereas this is iridescent and it has the purples in it. I mean, they look good enough together, don't they? On camera, they look the same color. In person, this is definitely more purple. Oh, but from the right angle, From right here, it looks purple because I'm looking at it from the side. But if I look straight on, they look pretty much the same color like they do on camera. Turn it there you can see what I'm seeing where it's darker. Anyway, I figured they'd look good together and it would work with a lot of other bags that I have too. I wanted something in that classic flap, kind of flap, because I already had the boy. Might as well add some variety. And because I sometimes find this a little too small, I thought, hey, this one's a little bigger, should hold more. Maybe that will solve that problem. So that fills another space in my SLG collection. Now, why I was feeling meh about it was that I hadn't seen it in person. I didn't know how well I would really like the iridescent, and I was just feeling kind of meh because of the gold one and sending that back and not really being in love with it. This one, I'm feeling right away. I'm not like head over heels mad I'd have to have it, you know, partly because there wasn't so much excitement about getting it because it's pre-loved. It's not like I walked into the store and saw it glistening under the lights and got the pretty packaging and all that. But depending on how it works functionally, I think this one might be a keeper. I'm gonna put a bunch of cards in here and see what this baby will hold. Before I do that, let me do a little side-by-side comparison of these two so you can see the size difference. I'm gonna come closer for that. So you can see, I'm trying to get it where it doesn't focus on my face. It's kind of weird, sorry. So you can see that the turquoise one is a little bit taller. Not that much, actually. They're the same width. The turquoise one might even be just the tiniest bit more narrow. Here's where you get a bigger difference with the extra large size being more bulky because it has that extra compartment in the center. And then there are the backs and the insides. Now I'm going to stuff it with cards. Now here's one big difference that I noticed right away. On my older card holder, the smaller one, I have my debit card and my license in that front pocket and they're pushed down all the way and you can still see the top of them. On this one, however, I'm going to push them down all the way and they're hidden back there. They're actually a quarter of an inch, maybe a little more, down into the pocket. So they're about right there. That's a bit bothersome. Maybe it just takes some getting used to. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, let me say this one thing that's very important about these card holders, because I know there are a lot of card holders like this on the market that open up and have this compartment where you can fit a stack of cards. The problem I have found is the material that this side piece is made of. On the Chanel ones, it's a thin piece of leather, not thin like it's gonna break or anything, but thin where it's very pliable, whereas on something like Louis Vuitton, it's a piece of coated canvas, maybe even two pieces back to back, and it's not pliable and it's not wide enough to squish around your cards. Instead, it pushes your cards to one side or the other and they don't fit as well as they do in one of the Chanel pieces. For that reason alone, I feel like the Chanel is worth the extra money if you're trying to decide between something like Louis Vuitton or Chanel. Okay, we're going to the extremes on this one. I just packed this thing full of a bunch of store cards and gift cards that I have. Now this, we're just experimenting, is too much. It will not close. But if I remove, let's see, okay, I removed about a quarter of the cards from each of those sides, so I still have a bunch in there. That closes pretty easily. Now it's kind of bulky, but you'd expect it to be with that many cards in there. I would never be able to fit that many cards in the smaller size. Let me just do a little experiment here and figure out the maximum capacity. I think I just got it. So look how bulky it is there. And I'm gonna count how many cards I've got in here. Including the 2 cards that I had up front, 25 cards fit in this. And yes, one does fit in the back pocket as well. So if you need your ID handy or your debit card handy, that's your solution. I think this is gonna work for me. I think this may be a keeper. I do really like the color. It's in fantastic shape. It holds a lot. It's really not that much bigger from the one I already have. And if I need to size down, I have other options. I think that's going to be a fun one to pull out when I need to pull out my wallet and do things. Let's check one last thing. Will American dollars fit in here folded in half, or do they have to be folded in half twice or 3 times? In this card holder, you can just fold them in half and they fit in perfectly. In the smaller one, they also fit folded in half, but they stick up a little more. So if you have several bills or you have more cards and it's bulkier, when you go to close it, it may fold the top of your bills over a little bit. Make sense? All right, I'm happy with this. That's a good thing. And that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.